Have you ever felt like you're being dragged through life, kicking and screaming, against a current too strong to fight? It's a sensation many of us know intimately, the relentless grip of resistance, the desperate need to control every outcome, every variable. We cling to our plans, our expectations, our perceived certainties, believing that our iron will is the only thing keeping us afloat. But what if that very grip is what's pulling us under? What if the path to true growth, to genuine freedom, lies not in holding on tighter, but in the radical act of letting go? We are taught from a young age that control is power, that meticulous planning and unwavering determination are the keys to success. Yet life often presents us with situations that defy our best-laid plans, moments where our attempts to micromanage only lead to frustration and exhaustion. This is the profound paradox of control, a truth that Malakor has explored extensively in their His Journey and Observations. We grow most, we discover our deepest selves, not when we impose our will upon the world, but when we learn to surrender to its unfolding. It's a concept that challenges our very instincts, especially in a society that often equates control with strength and success. We are conditioned to believe that if something goes wrong, it's because we didn't try hard enough, didn't plan enough, didn't control enough. Yet, across millennia and diverse philosophies, the wisdom echoes. Sometimes, to move forward, you must first release your hold. This isn't about apathy or giving up on ambition, but about a deeper understanding of where our true power lies. Consider the reeds by a riverbank, swaying effortlessly with the current, bending but never breaking. They do not fight the flow, they move with it, finding their resilience in flexibility. Or think of the ocean waves, crashing against the shore, seemingly chaotic, yet following an ancient, undeniable rhythm. There is a profound lesson in their unyielding acceptance of their nature. They do not resist the tide, nor do they try to reshape the coastline with sheer force. They simply are, and in their being, they demonstrate an incredible strength. This is not about passive resignation or giving up on our aspirations. It is about discerning what is truly within our sphere of influence and what is not, and then cultivating the wisdom to act accordingly. It is about recognizing the difference between purposeful action and futile struggle against the inevitable. For Malakor, this journey began with a deep dive into ancient wisdom traditions. Stoicism, for instance, offers a powerful framework for understanding this paradox. Epictetus taught us the fundamental dichotomy of control. Some things are up to us and some are not. Our opinions, impulses, desires, and aversions, these are within our control. Our bodies, possessions, reputation, and external events, these are not. The Stoics understood that much of our suffering stems from trying to control the uncontrollable. When we accept what is outside our power, we free up immense energy to focus on what truly matters: our character, our responses, our inner peace. Malakor found that by focusing solely on their reactions to external events, rather than the events themselves, a profound sense of calm began to emerge. It is about loving your fate, or amor fati, as Nietzsche later called it, embracing everything that happens, not just enduring it. It is about seeing every challenge, every setback, as an opportunity for growth, a chance to practice virtue. Then there is the profound call to surrender found within Christianity. From the prayer, "Thy will be done," to the teachings on casting our anxieties upon a higher power, the emphasis is on trust and faith. It is about acknowledging that there is a divine plan, a greater wisdom at play, and that our attempts to micromanage every detail often stem from a lack of trust. For Malakor, understanding this perspective was not about abandoning personal responsibility, but about releasing the burden of outcomes that were never truly theirs to orchestrate. It is about finding peace in the knowledge that even in uncertainty, there is a guiding hand, a larger narrative unfolding that we may not fully comprehend in the moment. This perspective encourages us to release the need for constant foresight and instead cultivate a deep faith that things will ultimately work out, even if not in the way we initially envisioned. And in contemporary thought, the Buddhist teacher Pema Chodron offers a deeply compassionate and practical approach to surrender. She speaks of leaning into the sharp points, embracing the discomfort, the uncertainty, the fear, rather than recoiling from it. Her teachings emphasize that true freedom comes from non-attachment, from letting go of our fixed ideas about how things should be. When we stop fighting reality, when we allow ourselves to be fully present with whatever arises, we open ourselves to profound self-discovery. It is in those moments of vulnerability, of not knowing, that we often find our deepest strength and compassion. Malikor learned that by simply observing uncomfortable emotions without judgment, rather than trying to push them away, their intensity would often diminish. This practice of non-resistance allows us to move through difficult experiences with greater ease and wisdom, transforming obstacles into opportunities for deeper understanding. So how do we actually practice this surrender? It is not a one-time event, but a continuous process, a daily commitment. It begins with awareness, noticing when we are clenching, when we are resisting. This might manifest as a tightness in your chest, a racing mind, or an overwhelming urge to force a particular outcome. It involves taking that deep breath in a quiet room, allowing the tension to release, and consciously choosing to loosen our grip. One practical step is to identify what you are trying to control that is truly outside your sphere of influence. Is it someone else's opinion? A global event? The past? Once identified, consciously release your mental and emotional grip on it. Another technique is to practice mindfulness, anchoring yourself in the present moment, observing thoughts and feelings without getting entangled in them. It is about distinguishing between healthy effort and futile struggle. It is about recognizing that sometimes the greatest act of courage is to step back, to trust the process, and to allow life to unfold without our constant interference. This might mean pausing before reacting, seeking guidance when you feel lost, or simply accepting that some things are beyond your immediate power to change. When we do this, the results are transformative. We discover a resilience we never knew we possessed, an inner fortitude that allows us to navigate life's inevitable storms with greater grace. We find a deeper well of inner peace, less dependent on external circumstances. The constant anxiety of needing to control everything begins to dissipate, replaced by a quiet confidence. We open ourselves to possibilities we could not have conceived while rigidly adhering to our own narrow vision. New opportunities, unexpected solutions, and deeper connections often emerge when we release our grip on what we thought should happen. And most importantly, we embark on a journey of profound self-discovery, uncovering parts of ourselves that were hidden beneath layers of control and fear. We learn what we are truly made of when the external scaffolding of our expectations is removed, revealing our authentic self, capable of adapting, growing, and thriving even in uncertainty. This path leads to a life lived with more flow, less friction, and a profound sense of liberation. This brings us back to a crucial question, one that Malikor often poses to himself and others. What are you resisting right now that might actually be here to teach you? Is it a difficult conversation you are avoiding, a change in circumstances you are fighting, an uncomfortable truth about yourself you are refusing to face? Often, our greatest lessons, our most significant breakthroughs, are hidden within the very things we resist the most. They are the sharp points that Pema Chodron spoke of, the very places where growth is most possible if we dare to lean in. So, I invite you to reflect on this. What would it feel like to loosen your grip just a little, to trust the current, even if you cannot see around the bend, to allow yourself to be carried rather than dragged? The journey of surrender is not about giving up, it is about giving in to the flow of life, and in doing so, unlocking a deeper, more authentic version of yourself. It is a journey that promises not just peace, but a profound and lasting freedom. If this message resonated with you, please consider giving this video a like. It helps us reach more people who might be grappling with these very questions. And I would love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. What has surrender taught you? Finally, if you are new here and want to join a community exploring growth, philosophy, and self-discovery, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.